Good morning, Crossroads students. I hope you guys are all doing very, very well on this amazing day. It might not even be morning when you're watching this, so if you're not, good day to you. I hope you're having a great time and loving 2021. Last week we talked about the fact that it's okay to not be okay, and the fact that in 2021 we don't want to continue the same habit of living this life of just faking it and just acting like we're okay and pretending like life is good. We want to actually be honest with ourselves and with the people around us, because that's the way that we will truly, truly heal. And so that was my challenge to you last week, is to just be honest, be open, create a culture where we can just be ourselves, whether that's a good thing or whether that's a bad thing. We just want to be us. And I hope you guys feel that you have that here at Crossroads. If you don't, help us create that culture, because that's what we're here for. We're here to be honest with ourselves and each other. And this week I have something quick for you. I'm going to give you a quick challenge to add on to what I said last week. When I was younger, I had this friend named Joel. And Joel was always a good guy. And some of you might even know Joel. And Joel has been a great friend to me for over 10 years now. And that's a long time to be friends with someone. And I don't remember exactly what it was, but I remember something happened in my life. And usually I'm very private, and I do what you guys do and what everyone does, and I just keep the bad things that happen to me inside, and I don't share them. But on this particular occasion, I didn't do that. And I actually opened up, and just me and Joel talked through some things, and I had a real heart-to-heart conversation. I don't know if you've ever had one of those with your friends, but if you have, you know what I'm talking about. A real heart-to-heart, just kind of real deep conversation. So we had one of those, and I remember afterwards it felt good because I talked with someone about it. But then for the next couple months, he would call. And he would ask me about what we talked about. And he would check up. And it got to the point where I didn't want to take his call because I didn't want to talk about it anymore. But Joel would actually call me and ask me how I was doing. And he would call and check up. And he got me through that situation that I was going through. So why do I bring that up? What's the point of that story? Well, we're talking about, are you okay? That's the name of this series that we're in right now of devotionals. And the question is, are you okay? And the truth is that some of you watching probably are okay. Maybe some of you watching aren't okay. The question is, what do you do when you're not okay? What do you do in those moments? In the Bible, on the very last night of Jesus' life, he was in the Garden of Gethsemane with his disciples. And there was 12 disciples. And they all went, and he said, pray with me. And the 9, he kind of left alone, and then he took 3 of them up to a different place to pray with him. And Jesus himself actually said and prayed this to God. He said, God, if it is possible at all that I don't have to do this, that I don't have to die on the cross, if there's any other way, don't let me die. He says, if this cup can pass from me, then let it pass. And in that moment, Jesus was not okay. He was so stressed that the Bible says he sweat drops of blood. That's how stressed he was. And in those moments, Jesus was not okay. And the truth is, if Jesus at one moment in his life was not okay, I think it's okay for us to be not okay. What's interesting about those moments is Jesus went off with some people call the inner circle. Peter, James, and John were these 3 disciples that Jesus invested in a lot. But they had fallen asleep. And then Jesus woke Peter up and he said, Peter, are you serious? Like, you couldn't, in my hour of need, man, and the one time I need you, you couldn't stay awake with me? And he said, stay awake. And then Peter fell asleep again. And in those moments, I think it's very interesting how Jesus took those 3 disciples off to the side and kind of had his own mini powwow with them while the 9 were still there, They were still with him, but he confided a little bit more in these three. Now, why do I say that? Because sometimes in our lives, I think we all want to tell the 9 what's going wrong. We want to really sometimes tell everyone what's going wrong. There are two types of people, some who don't say anything and then some who tell everyone. And sometimes that makes us feel better, but all it really does in the end is make us seem like we're complaining. And complaining is not really a good thing. It's okay to share how you feel, but when you share how you feel with everybody, then everybody knows your business and everybody sees you as this person that's just going to unload. Now, don't miss what I'm saying. I want you to share how you're feeling, and I want you to be honest. But I want you to be honest and share how you're feeling with the right people. Find someone in your life, like my friend Joel, who cared so much that he wouldn't stop calling to ask how I was doing. Well, if you're sharing with multitudes of people and the phone isn't ringing and texts aren't coming in, then it's possible that you're sharing with the wrong people. You need to find people in your lives that care. I'm talking about close friends. I'm talking about parents. I'm talking about your leaders here at Crossroads that are going to care enough to check up and be there for you through your entire situation. And so my first challenge for you is to find people that truly care, that truly love you, that truly want to be there with you in that situation. And then my second challenge is this. Maybe you have a friend and they've told you something that they're going through in their life, whether big or small. And maybe you've been the friend that hasn't called them. Maybe you've been the friend that didn't know what to say in that situation, so you just kind of were silently awkward and didn't really do much, and then afterwards you didn't ever want to be back in that situation again. The Bible says, rejoice with those who rejoice and weep with those who weep. You know what it doesn't say? Say all the right words to those who are weeping. Find the most inspirational Bible verse for those who are weeping. Find a great song for those who are weeping. You know what it says? It says, be there. Weep with those who weep. And be the type of friend that can just be there in the moment. You don't have to say the right words. You don't have to give the right look or play the right music. All you have to do is be there. Be there for someone. Be there for your friend. Be there for your brother. Be there for your sister. Be there. So my first challenge, find someone that you can confide in who really cares, who's really going to be there for you. My second challenge, be there for someone else. So with that being said, I will leave you, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And if you have any questions about anything that we've talked about in the past couple weeks, about just being okay, I would love to talk with you more. You can email, text, call me or any of the leaders here at Crossroads, because like I say every week, we truly are here for you and we truly do love you through the good and through the bad. With that being said, have a great rest of the day and we'll see you soon.